here what I got for you right now. So I'm currently using this controller. It's 8-bit smm2 switch controller. It's literally this one, but without the sticks. The sticks get in the way. I don't use the sticks personally when I'm playing Mario Maker, so I'd rather, whenever I'm holding my hand on the B button, I'd rather not have the stick in the way there. For those of you who are saying it looks cramped, I don't know, y'all sound like Zoomers right now, dude. Like, have you never played on a Super Nintendo? It's a Super Nintendo controller. Like, these are like, I mean, admittedly, yeah, you're not giving your hands area the rest here, but like, I don't know. Like, well, okay, that's fine. Okay, no, sorry. Regardless of that, okay, so this controller is the one that I like. I've put in 14,000 hours on Yoshi's Island Super Nintendo, so this is the controller I fuck with really, really hard. It's grown on me. I really like it. I'm gonna get pushed to the limit here on Pit of Papega. Now, Pit of Papanga, so I keep saying Papega. The other controller that I do recommend here is the Pokken Tournament controller. It is a lot more ergonomic, but the shoulder buttons are a little bit to get used to. They are big, but I find it kind of weird as far as getting mega read further into it here. I do like these two here. The Famicom one, all the buttons are concave. There's no half and half convex. That would belong to, comparatively, this one right here. The wired 8-bit based off the Super Nintendo controller has like the US iteration of the Super Nintendo, has half convex, half concave buttons. I'm not a fan of the concave. They kind of suck. I'm not a fan of them, so I'd rather not have those buttons if I don't have to. This controller here is fair, but nah, I'm not as keen on it. This one though has all the convex buttons, and convex mean they dip out rather than dip in. All four dip out. So it has the good D-pad, they all dip out, and it has the sticks. The sticks do get in the way though, because primarily you're going to be running with the green button. So you're going to hold your thumb over like this and then jump with B, right? And the problem is that right stick gets in the way. So I'm not really a fan of this controller because the stick just kind of cock blocks me all day long. Now on the positive though, the shoulder buttons here, they you see it has a ZL, a ZR, an L, and an R. The ZL and ZR, you can kind of see they contour to your index fingers, so that's extra comfort. I honestly do want to say I like the shoulder buttons on this one more than the die-hard loyalty of what you have here with the basic ones here. These are fine, but they're not as comfy as those contouring shoulder buttons there. So in a dream scenario, I want this layout with those shoulder buttons. But the advantage of this one here though, for me though, is that there's no right stick blocking my thumb access to resting on the Y button to run. And because it doesn't have sticks, the controller is also lighter, and so when I'm playing 12 hours a day on the controller, the fact that it's lighter is less strain on my wrist. I do feel that there. So yeah, that is that's my breakdown so far. I like this one the most, but I'm still giving it a test run. We're gonna hop on Papega and see if I can knock one out the park and see where I can go with that. But obviously I would recommend the other one too for interest here, but we're gonna have the whole breakdown there. Now what I don't recommend offhand here, just real quick, you can use the Wii U Pro Controller via the Mayflash Bluetooth adapter. However, it does add a little bit of latency, and it's enough that I feel the lag, or I had trouble beating a hard level like 2 or 3 days ago. So even though I'm a fan of this controller, honestly, I can't do it because the latency is too much. I need something that is natively faster. Someone told me that it adds about 4 frames of lag, and I can feel it. It's pretty crap. Next thing here is that the everyone's go-to, the Switch Pro controller. This is a very heavy controller. The rumble motors in there make it pretty heavy, which makes it feel not cheap, but admittedly when you're playing a game like this all fucking day, it's gonna weigh in on your wrist, honestly. The D-pad is pretty stiff, and both the D-pad and the face buttons require a lot of force to push down, much more so than these other ones I'm bringing up here, including the Pokken controller. It requires a lot of force to press down. So you're gonna have to push buttons hard. You're gonna have to hold the controller well, and it's gonna just drain your wrist. It fucks your thumb up, dude. I would not, this is not a controller I'd recommend if you're using the D-pad, honestly. And again, that right stick's all in the way of holding the run button too, so don't recommend it. If you're using it right now because this is all you have to use, sure, do that, but do know you're gonna feel the pain soon if you keep it up like that. So, and then finally, someone's asking about Joy-Cons here. Yeah, you can send the Joy-Cons in one of these. You know, you can bye. You know, if you slap these two things right here, like that, yeah. The problem with this one too, though, is that above everything here, because of how I don't really know how to word it, the right stick gets in the way really bad still when you're holding that run button. Like, it's all in the way, and because things are less spread out. Like, okay, like if you look here, if you compare the layout here, see how the right stick is directly beneath the buttons. That means that when your thumb's resting there, you have to kind of like bring it up and kind of have it hover over, because if you rest it down directly, you're on the stick. It's not good. Think about where that stick is and its face buttons compared to this one right here. The right stick is diagonal to the location of the face buttons, whereas on the Switch Joy-Cons, it is directly beneath it. So that right stick's gonna just cock block you all fucking day, dude. You're not gonna be a fan of it. Again, no, you know, this is obviously free because you're already on a Switch, but you know, it's far from ideal in my opinion. So there is